Hernandez with 46. So here we go as Dominic Fletcher, the center fielder, will lead off for the Sod Poodles here in the top of the first inning. He went 0 for 3 in the first game, so he bats left-handed. Hitting .262 with 7 home runs, 28 runs batted in. Hernandez looking in for the sign from Siegel. First pitch of the nightcap. Fastball gets the inside corner. A strike call, and we are underway. It'll be Dominic Fletcher, shortstop Giancarlo Cintron, on the right fielder Stone Garrett here in the top of the first for Amarillo. Pitch is swung on, fouled off to the left side and out of play, and the count 0-2. Missions out hit Amarillo 5-4 in the opener when they won 6-1, but 2 of their hits have been home runs. Down the infield toward the right as Hernandez takes his time. Now the 2-strike pitch, low and outside. Good stop by the catcher Siegel, and the count 1-2. Well, the Missions have taken 3 of the first 4 against the Sod Poodles. First 2 games come from behind wins, winning in their last at bat. Now the 1-2 pitch. Slider low and away again. Ball 2, 2-2 to count on Fletcher. Missions have been getting very good starting pitching from guys like Martinez, Hernandez, Kinnear, and Leisure. And the pitch swing as a pop-up along the third base side. Cordoba giving it a chase, and he will run out of room. It goes in the seats and out of play. Count holding, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Missions 29-29, and with the loss to the first game, Amarillo has won 25 and they have lost 33. Lefty against lefty. Now Hernandez reading signs again. The 2-2 offering. Breaky ball low and inside. Ball 3. Full count 3-2. Shielded to left center is Azekar. Now the next pitch swung on, popped up into shallow left field. Coming out is the shortstop Millian, but called up by the left fielder Ben Ruda, and Ruda makes the catch, 1 down. So Fletcher flies out to shallow left. He is 0 for 4, and the shortstop Giancarlo Cintron will be the hitter. He went 0 for 2, but had a walk, stole a base, and scored the lone run in the opener for Amarillo. He scored on a base hit by Luis Pasabi, batting right-handed. Hitting .225, 1 home run, and 11 runs batted in. 1 out, top of the first inning, 0-0. Second game of this doubleheader from Wolf Stadium in San Antonio. Cordoba next to the bag at third. The pitch and the breaking ball by Hernandez. It's inside the low to Cintron, and the count 1-0. Now the windup, the 1 offering. Showing bunt that time is Cintron, and takes the pitch outside. 2-0. Now Hernandez rocks and deals, and the 2-0 delivery. Low for a ball. Now he's gone behind on Cintron at 3-0. Entering this game, Cintron with 6 steals, and he is yet to be caught stealing. He even had a stolen base in the opener. 3-0 delivery. Fastball strike in the outside corner, so Cintron took it all the way. 3-1 on the Sod Poodle shortstop. Spent all of 2019 with Visalia, playing in 117 games. Hit .263 at 8 home runs. There's a drive hit toward the left field corner, and that ball is a fair ball. Chased down now by Ruda. On his way to second is Cintron. He pulls in with a double. So a double into the left field corner by Giancarlo Cintron. And just like that, the Sod Poodles have a runner at second and 1 out. And Stone Garrett, the right fielder, will be the batter. Cintron with his first hit of the doubleheader. First hit for Amarillo in the nightcap. Stone Garrett, right-hand batter. He's hitting .277, club leading 11 home runs and 31 RBIs. He went 1 for 3 in the first game, and he had a stolen base. 1 of 3 steals that the Sod Poodles had in the opener. Now Rosario near the bag at second, where Cintron leads away. In the stretch, the left-hander Hernandez fires. Breaking ball taken down low, and the count 1 ball and no strikes. 2 years ago, Garrett was the Southern League Player of the Week on July 21st, 2019. Now leading away at second is Citron. The stretch and the 1-0. Breaking ball low and inside. Garrett had to jackknife out of the way, and it's 2-0. On deck, the catcher, Rene Martinez. Garrett has had 2 5-hit games in his career. Had 4 hits against the Hooks on June the 9th. Citron with a short lead off second, and the 2-0 delivery way inside. Good stop by the catcher, Siegel, and Garrett has gone behind. 3 balls to no strikes. Rene Martinez, the catcher, on deck. He did not play in the first game of this doubleheader.
He's gone to 3 balls on each of the first 3 hitters, Stu.
Yes, he has. He has not pitched in at least a week or so. Sometimes the long rest can hurt a pitcher. Holding a set. Hernandez, Osvaldo deals fastball. Taken on the outside corner. It's a strike. 3-1 to Stone Garrett. Stone Garrett has had 4 hits in the series against the Missions. Now it's 3-1. Here's the set. Outfield straight away, and the delivery. Breaking ball over. Strike call. Full count, 3-2. Garrett, a man with plenty of power. Against righties, he's hitting .257, but it's a different story against left-handers, batting .353. 11 ribbies against left-hand pitching. 3-2 down the stretch. Runner at second. Second baseman Rosario was right there, and I think Garrett might have been distracted when he saw Rosario, and time had been called. Of course, you had the batter's eye in straightaway center. Trying to focus on the pitch. Now the payoff pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and a breaking ball. Strike 3, and Garrett has struck out for the second out here in the first inning. Nice pitch by Hernandez. For Osvaldo Hernandez, that is his first strikeout. 2 men out. Now the left side of the infield is moving back deep, and here's the catcher, Rene Martinez, stepping in. Martinez batting right-handed. Hitting .277. Digs in, open stance. Batting on the right-hand side. Now the kick and the delivery. Strike is called on the outside corner, 0-1. Martinez with 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in. He has a 6-game hitting streak, and he has hit safely in every game he has played since the start of July. 6 for 23 with a double, a home run, and 4 runs batted in. 1 strike delivery, check swing. Did he go? No, says the first base umpire, Hanlon Acosta. And the count is even at 1-1. Jake Bruder, the umpire behind the plate, calling balls and strikes. Hanlon Acosta, the umpire at first, and Steve James is the umpire at third. Citron on second. Giancarlo Citron had a double with 1 out. Then Stone Garrett struck out on the 3-2 pitch. Now at the belt is Osvaldo Hernandez, and the 1-1 offering. Fastball missing outside, 2-1. In his first 7 games with the Sod Poodles in June, Martinez was hitting .167, so he really has turned things around, especially during this month. Citron off second. 1 out, the 2-1 delivery. Ground ball and slow to right side. The runner will move to third, but this should be the third out as the ball is fielded by Rosario. And on to first in time to Rodriguez. 4-3 put outside, retired. For the Sod Poodles in the first inning, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, and a man left at second. At the end of 1 half inning of play in the nightcap of this 29er from the Wolf, it's Amarillo 0 and the Mission. Mikey Reynolds, Dominic Fletcher in center. Stone Garrett is surrounded right. Rene Martinez is behind the plate, and on the mound, Matt Tabor. So Tabor will be facing the center fielder Jose Azucar, who will lead off for the Missions in the last of the first inning. Right-hander winds his first pitch of the game. Swung on, drive into right center field and deep. And now going toward the warning track is the center fielder, Dominic Fletcher, and Fletcher runs it down, and man, that ball was tagged. It kept carrying him. Both Fletcher and the right fielder Garrett went after it. Looked like Azekar would have another home run. He did have a 3-run homer in the first game of the doubleheader, but Fletcher was at the warning track to run it down for out number 1 in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, I'm amazed how he's been going to right field and is hitting with such power. That ball was really tagged.
Ben Ruda, the left fielder, steps in. Left-hand batter takes the pitch off the outside corner, ball 1. Ruda hitting 286 with 3 runs batted in. A New Jersey native, formerly in the Yankee organization. Tabor with the kick, and he deals, and the fastball misses inside, 2-0. Ruda went 0 for 3 in the first game. The infield toward the right with 1 down, bottom of first. 0-0 game. The kick by Tabor, and the pitch, breaking ball low and inside. 3 balls and no strikes to count. Tabor 1-3 with a 5.19 ERA. His 7th start, 26 innings of pitching, 21 hits allowed, 20 runs, 15 earned, 12 walks, 28 Ks. 3-0 pitch. Up high, ball 4, and Ruda walks on 4 pitches. So the Missions do have a base runner on at first with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. Now the second baseman, Eggy Rosario, will step in. He hit a home run over the wall in left center field for his 7th home run in the 3rd inning of the opener. And he had taken over the club lead in RBIs with 35. So he comes into this nightcap hitting .279 with 7 homers, 35 runs batted in. Holding his set is Tabor. Runner at first, pitch to right-hand batter, check swing, and it's over for a called strike in the count 0-1. Tabor selected by the Diamondbacks in the 3rd round back in 2017 out of Milton Academy in Milton, Massachusetts. That's outside of Boston. Now Tabor wants a new baseball and gets it from the plate umpire Jake Bruner. He entered this year as the Diamondbacks' number 24 ranked prospect. Started this year with High A Hillsboro, and he went 2-2 with an ERA at an even 3 in 4 games, including 3 starts. Now the right-hander ready. Ruda off first with 1 out. The pitch on the way. Bouncing ball hit to short. Cintron to second for 1 on the first double play. 6-4-3 double play. Ball was not hit very hard, but nice move by Cintron that turned it into a twin killing. We will have the first pitch at 6:35, preceded by the Budweiser On Deck Show at 6:20, and all the action can be heard on 92.5/93.3 FM and also on the iHeartMedia and the MILB First Pitch apps and on SCMissions.com. Buddy Kennedy leads off for the Sod Poodles in the 2nd inning, and the fastball by Hernandez is on the outside corner, strike 1 call. Kennedy batting right here to the windup, and Hernandez delivers, and the pitch is over. Strike 2, 0-2. Kennedy hitting 140, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Grandson of one-time infielder Don Money. Down the 2-strike pitch and a swing and a miss, and down he goes. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Chase the pitch outside. 1 gone, and for Osvaldo Hernandez, that's his 2nd strikeout. Kennedy went 0 for 3 in the opener and also had a stolen base. 1 set aside at the top of the 2nd inning, and here's the switch hitting 3rd baseman Luis Basabe. He'll bat right-handed against the left-hander Osvaldo Hernandez, and Basabe did play in the first game, went 2 for 3, drove in the only run with a base hit in the 6th inning, and takes the pitch for a ball. And the count is 1-0 right now. He is hitting .227, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs, and looks at the pitch on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the left-hander winds up, and the delivery, fastball check swing, and a missed outside, and the count is 2-1. And Hernandez is 23 years of age from La Habana, Cuba. Padres signed him to a minor league deal back in March of 2017, and he's been with the club since. Next pitch, breaking ball off the outside corner, 2-1 the count. Ranked by MLB Pipeline as the number 29 Padres prospect. Infield deep and a little bit toward the left. Here's the 3-1 pitch. High fly ball hit to left center. He got under it. Moving to his left, the left fielder Ruda. He's there, and he has the 2-man away. So, Osvaldo Hernandez has set down 5 of the first 6 here in his ball game. 2 outs here in the second, and the first baseman Dominic Borrelio will step in to hit. Right-hand batter. Borrelio was the catcher of the first game, went 0 for 3. Right-hand batter from Oakland, California, hitting 187. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, and he takes the pitch off the outside corner. Ball 1-0. Hernandez did very well when he had 6 shutout innings against the Hooks back on July 3rd. Looks in for a sign. He kicks the 1-0 offering. Breaking ball in there for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Seems to have settled down after throwing a lot of pitches in the first inning, so he's getting them out now. 2 down, nobody on.
1-1 delivery. Low for a ball, the count 2-1. And one thing about Osvaldo Hernandez, he likes to throw low strikes. Adrian Martinez, who had great stuff, mixed in a pretty good curve and a slider during the opener when he won. Now the kick and the 2-1 delivery. Changeup swung on and foul back. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Martinez won his fourth game, I should say, in the first game. But he won 6 innings, giving up a run in 4 innings, and the Missions won 6-1. 2-2 to Morolio with 2 down here in the second. Now the delivery, breaking ball inside and low, knocked down by the catcher Siegel. Full count 3-2. This is the first time that Osvaldo Hernandez has faced the Amarillo Sod Poodles. By the way, in that game against the Hooks on July 3rd, Hernandez struck out 4 men. 3-2 pitch, swinging a foul ball off the netting near the first base dugout. And the count will continue at 3-2. On deck, the first baseman, or check that, the second baseman, Osvaldo Abreu. Looks like, I think Borrelio is getting a new bat as he headed toward the Sod Poodle dugout. Sod Poodles will head to Midland after this game, while the Missions will head down to Corpus Christi. It'll be the second time that they're playing the Hooks down at Whataburger Field. They started the year in Corpus Christi, and the Missions won 4 out of 6 against the Hooks down at Corpus. 3-2 pitch, low and outside, ball 4, and Morolio works out a 2-out walk. So Sod Poodles have a base runner with 2 outs here in the second. For Osvaldo Hernandez, that is the first walk he's allowed in this game, and now the second baseman, Osvaldo Abreu, will be the batter. Abreu went 1 for 3 in the first game. He had a double. Right-hand batter, Abreu is hitting .083 with 2 runs batted in. He's not been with this club that long. Throw to first, Morolio's back safely. 2 men out. Morolio with 1 steal. He's not been caught stealing as of yet. Now the left-hander comes set to the belt. Pitch on the way. Fastball low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Much of the infield is in the shade right now. The entire diamond is in the shade. And the left side of the infield in the shadows. The pitch, fastball taken on the outside corner. 1-1 to Abreu. Missions are 2-2 in doubleheaders this year. 1-1 to count to Abreu with Morelli on first, 2 outs. Top of the second, nothing game. The pitch, line drive in the left field. Ruda going back, can't get this one. It is over his head and off the wall in play. Heading to third, Morelli. Now to throw to second, not in time. It's a double for Abreu, his second double of the doubleheader. So Morelli had to wait to see if that ball would be caught or not, but once it sailed over the head of the left fielder, Ben Ruda, Ruda played the carom well, fired it back in. Morelli held at third, and Abreu in at second. So now with 2 outs in the second, the Sod Poodles have something going. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. For Amarillo, their second hit of the game, and for Abreu, his second hit of the doubleheader, and both of them 2 baggers. So Morelli on third, Abreu on second with 2 outs, and the left fielder Mikey Reynolds will be the hitter. Reynolds played in the opener, went 0 for 2 with a walk. Right-hand batter, 30 years of age, the delivery. Curveball is over, strike call, 0-1.
And Ruda played that ball off the wall of the carom very well, Stu. That kept, perhaps saved the run from scoring.
Yes, he did. He knew once it went over his head, he had to do just that, and held the runner Morelli in the third. A good throw back in. 1 strike pitch, breaking ball down low, 1 ball and 1 strike. With 2 men out, Morelli walked and then he went to third when Osvaldo Abreu doubled off the lower wall in left field. Boy, both Ruda and Sawinski have played the carom well during the season. And the 1-1 pitch, slow tapper foul on the third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 0-0 game. Amarillo has both hits in the early going. A 1-out double by Giancarlo Cintron in the first, but he was left stranded. And now Abreu with a double after Morelli walked with 2 gone in the second. So Hernandez hoping he could get Reynolds and try to strand the 2 runners in scoring position. It's a drive in the left center field. That looks like it's trouble. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Morelli will score. Right behind him is Abreu. He'll score to throw down to second. Save with a double is Reynolds. So Mikey Reynolds knocks it a pair with a double to the left center field. That's his 4th double RBIs, number 9 and 10. So both Morelli and Abreu scoring. The Sod Poodles lead by a score of 2-0. And that 2-out walk comes back to haunt Hernandez here in the second. Perfectly placed ball in left center field by Reynolds. Neither Aztecar or Ruda had a chance to get to that one. And by the time the ball got thrown back in, both Morelli and Abreu scored from third and second respectively. 3 straight batters have reached for the Sod Poodles here in the second. Lead at 2-0 back to the top of the order. Here's Dominic Fletcher stepping in. Fly to left his first time up. Reynolds off second, the delivery, breaking ball, swung on, high, fly ball hit into right field, moving to his left and coming in, Sawinski, he's there, and he has it, and the side is retired, but not before damage was done by Amarillo here in the second. So they picked up 2 runs, there were 2 hits, now there is 1. It'll be another $2 Tuesday, $2 outfield reserve seats, $2 sausage wraps, and $2 soft drinks. Call the Missions at 210-675-7275. First pitch at 7:05. The gates will open at 6. Cal Overstreet, the DH leads off against Matt Tabor, and the fastball gets the outside corner, 0-1. Overstreet bats right-handed. Kyle hitting .253, 2 home runs, 27 runs batted in. Into the motion, the right-hander Tabor, and the 1 strike pitch, breaking ball low and outside, 1-1. Overstreet went 1 for 3 with a run scored in the first game. Missions trailing 2-0. The big hit, a 2-out, 2-run double by Mikey Reynolds to left center field in the top of the inning. The 1-1 delivery, check swing, and he went around, says the plate umpire Jake Brunner. And the count to Overstreet is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kyle's hit the ball on the money, but has had a tough time during this homestand. Infield deep and toward the left, and the 1-2 pitch low and outside. 2-2. By the way, the opponents that will come in next week will be the Springfield Cardinals, the AA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals, who are making their only trip to San Antonio. Again, the next series, including the $2 Tuesday night, that'll start next Tuesday, July 20th at 7:05 here at the Wolf. That's after the Missions return home from Corpus Christi for that 6-game set. The kick, 2-2 delivery. There's a ground ball hit to short, taken down by Citron and on to first in time to Amarillo. So Overstreet out on a 6-3 play. There's one gone to the second. In fact, Amarillo, one of the men that scored the 2 runs along with Osvaldo Abreu. Now the right fielder Jack Zawinski will step in to hit. Left-hand batter Zawinski hitting .257. 13 home runs, 34 runs batted in. 3 men on the right side of the infield. Now Tabor winds up in the pitch to the left-hand batter, and showing bunt is Zawinski, and he went around in the count 0-1. Zawinski was 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in the second inning in the first game of the doubleheader, won by the Mission 6-1 as Adrian Martinez won his 4th game of the year. 1-strike pitch, drive into right field, and that ball is going to go foul. 2 strikes to count on Zawinski. Matt Tabor, 6'2", 180-pounder. He will be 23, in fact, in 3 days on July 14th. From Milton, Massachusetts, right outside of Boston. One man on the left side of the infield. That's Basabe, the third baseman, near the bag at second. The kick and the 2-strike pitch and the check swing. Looked like Zawinski went around. They appeal, and actually the third base umpire, Steve James, said he held up. Well, I'll tell you, it looked like from up here he went, but they made the appeal, and James said no swing. 1-2 to count. Third baseman Alan Cordoba on deck. Missions trailing by a score of 2-0, 1 out. They're batting in the bottom of second. And the pitch swinging a foul ball back and out of play. 1-2. This is the final game of an abbreviated 5-game series. The 2 previous nights, Missions were rained out. They will make up the other game when Amarillo will come here next time. That'll be close to the end of the season when they start the next series with the Missions here at the Wolf on September the 1st. School time just about. 1-2 delivery, inside and low in the count, 2-2. Normally, minor league seasons would end around Labor Day weekend, but because of the pandemic and the uncertainty whether they would squeeze in 120 games, season started in May, and the season will continue on in mid to late September. There will be playoffs after the regular season ends on September 19th. And there's a drive in the left center field and deep. And going to his right, though, is Fletcher, and Fletcher makes the grab. 2 men out. Zawinski gave it a big ride, but Fletcher got a beat on it and caught it in left center field. So Tabor has set down 4 of the first 5. 2 outs here in the second. Missions trailing 2-0, and the third baseman Alan Cordoba will be the batter, right-hand batter. Cordoba hitting .244, 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. Tabor into the motion, and he fires away. Ball bunted along the third base side, and that ball's going to kick foul. 0-1 to Cordoba. Cordoba was 0 for 2 in the first game. He was also hit by a pitch. Now Jake Bruner, the plate umpire, will dust home plate. It's the last time the Missions and the Hooks played. The Missions split a 6-game series in the first leg of this homestand. As I said in the beginning of the year down in Corpus Christi, they beat the Hooks 4 out of 6. 1-strike offering, breaking ball. Cole striking the outside corner, and Cordoba now behind 0-2. Yoman Rodriguez, the first baseman, waiting on deck. Morelli off the line at first. Cordoba with occasional power. Lights are on here at the Wolf, even though the sun is still out. The pitch, fastball up high as Cordoba checks the swing, 1-2. Tabor has walked one, and he has yet to strike out a batter. Right-hander at the belt. Now he winds up, and the 1-2 pitch swinging a foul ball off the mask of the catcher, Rene Martinez, and the count will stay at 1-2. Cordoba's had his share of clutch home runs. The outfield toward the left. Into the motion, Tabor. The 1-2 pitch again. High fly ball deep to left center field. Fletcher going back, going way back to the warning track, and he's got it. A couple of long drives hit by the Missions. If Cordoba had pulled it, he might have had a chance to hit one out, but to no avail here in the second.
Was saying along, then he kind of slipped up by walking a man and a couple hits, and there's a drive foul outside third. That ball hit right on the nose, but foul. One strike on Giancarlos Cintrón. Cintrón spent the 2020 season playing in the Puerto Rico Winter League and played in the Caribbean Series down there. Spent a few games with Reno in AAA back in 2018. Right-handed hitter, doubled his only time up. Pitch to him is hit in the air, right side, strike two. Hitting .281, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. Giancarlos Cintrón. Cintrón, Cintrón. Right-handed batter, feet close together, straightaway stance, waits, and he lofts a fly ball into right field. Everybody chasing it. Sawinski on the run in fair territory, makes the catch. 3 Missions down there. Rodriguez, Rosario, and Sawinski. That would have been real trouble for one of them, but Sawinski at the last moment got there, called him off, and made the play. Now, Rosario and Sawinski talking it over. And we're ready to go with one down. Long way to run for Sawinski to make that grab. At the plate is Stone Garrett, and he gets under it, pops it up in foul ground. Cordoba is there. He's got it in foul territory. 2 up, 2 down. Okay, that's what we like to see from Mr. Osvaldo Hernandez. 2 quick outs. Here's their catcher, the number 4 hitter in the lineup, the cleanup man tonight, Rene Martinez. Rene, the catcher. Outfield plays a medium depth, straight around. Infield straight away also, swing and a miss, strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Amarillo scored twice in the second inning after 2 were out. A walk and a pair of doubles. That did the damage. The next delivery is bounce foul outside third. 0-2. Martinez 0 for 1. He grounded to second, his only time up. The final game of what was supposed to be a 6-game series. 1 game was lost, which they'll make up on September 1st. Best pitch is laced in the left field. That's a base hit. Ben Root over there to field it on 1 bounce and get it back in. And it's a man on with 2 outs. Root has been busy this afternoon. First game he had 4 putouts in left field, 3 in 1 inning. And this game, he has already caught 2 flies and now taking that bouncing ball and getting it in. Base hit for Martinez. And that came with 2 out. The next delivery, too low, ball 1. Buddy Kennedy, the batter. So with 2 out, Osvaldo got in trouble in the second inning, cost him 2 runs. Now he gives up a 2-out base hit. Let's see if he can put him away. Here's a lofty fly ball right field. Sawinski right in the corner on the run. Backhanded in foul ground in the right field corner. Makes the catch. And the crowd gives a big hand. Nice play. That ends the inning. Sawinski can handle that. Digs at the dirt a bit with his spikes. And stretches and steps on the rubber. And to lead it off, it'll be Yorman Rodriguez with the bottom third of the San Antonio order. Here's the pitch to Yorman. Right down the pipe, strike 1 call. Yeah, Stu was talking about the schedule. We are now into the middle of the season. If we hadn't lost the game the other night, we would have, this would wrap up the first half of the home season tonight. A strike call outside part of the plate, and Yorman is in the hole 0-2. The season just sailing along. Missions right now in 3rd place.
Yeah, a couple of more seasons, a couple of more games this season will be half over period.
Here comes the pitch. Again, another high fly ball center field. Could be trouble. Center fielder in. Second baseman out. Center fielder dives, rolls, comes up with it. Good play. He had to come a long, long way to Dominic Fletcher. Kind of stunned by that dive. He came hard, dived, made the play, hit the ground, rolled over 2 or 3 times, and held on. Good play. Rodriguez robbed of a base hit. 1 down. Kelvin Melian up there. The Mission shortstop in the second game. He looks at strike 1, 0-1. Melian did not play in the first game, has been playing second base, but he and Rosario have switched positions. Melian going to short and Rosario to second. That sweeps low and wide for ball 1. 1-1 the count. Melian hitting an even .250, but no home runs, no RBIs. Started the year at Fort Wayne, Indiana. Fort Wayne Tin Cups, the San Diego team in that league. And he bends away from the inside delivery. Ball 2, 2-1. Kelvin trying to get it started. Missions trail 2-0 early in the game. It's a 7-inning game, though. He goes after it, lofts a foul ball against the boxes up here in the press box area. Those are great seats if you want to come out the ball game, air conditioned. Get attended to. And so check that out next time you're thinking about coming out the ballpark, as the summer heat will be bearing down on us. Popped up, twisting foul, out of play. Bang on the roof. 2-2. Chandler Siegel waits on deck. 2-0. Missions are down. Here is the pitcher, Tabor, coming set at the belt. He kicks, he fires. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if Kelvin can find a way to get on there. Get a walk, couple base hits. You're right back in the ball game. Right now he's got a 3-2 count on. Let's see what happens here. Tabor's pitch. Off the plate, ball 4, good eye. So Kelvin does his duty. Kelvin Melian drops the bat at the plate, and he heads for first base. So runner on. Chandler Siegel coming up. If Chandler can keep it going, that'll bring up the top of the order. Chandler Siegel. Chandler down on the lowlands of North Carolina, New Bern. Played at Fort Wayne in 2019. Right-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Melian at first, gets off to a lead. The pitch comes, and that whistled under his chin for ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. Juan Fernandez caught the first game. Siegel in there that position. In the second. 2 fine catchers for the Missions. Both do the great job defensively, and both can come up with big hits. Let's see if Siegel can do so right now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swung right through that pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chandler did not get a hit his first 24 at-bats this year, but he's come on. Still hitting just .217, but that 0 for 24 put a big dent in that. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Melian gets a bigger lead at first, does not go. Upstairs, ball 2, 2-1. Steo, not a big guy for a catcher, 6 feet, 190. He waits. Tabor has a sign, throws it first. Melian back diving. 2 balls, 1 strike. San Antonio down by a pair, 2-0. Both those runs came in the second on a walk and a pair of doubles. San Antonio trying to get up off the deck here. Melian walks off to lead at first. They're holding him on, but he got a big lead. Here comes the pitch. Whacked into right center field, but again, that ball hangs up in the evening air. They may have a play at first base. Got him. Melian went too far, and he's doubled up. Double play as Siegel flies out, and Melian is doubled. Sabe for the Sadis, and then Dominic Marillo and Osvaldo Abreu in that order. Here we go. Down by a pair. First pitch on the way to Basabe is ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Basabe flied out, his only plate appearance in the second game. Pitch to him is a called strike, and the count evens 1-1. He went 2 for 3 in the first game, drove in the only Amarillo run. Waits for the next pitch. Hits the corner, strike 2. A slider in there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Second game of 2. Missions won the opener 6-1. To run their record even for the season, 500. If they could win tonight, they'd go ahead, but right now they're down 2-0. Line drive right field, that's going to fall in for a base hit. Sawinski over in 1 hop, gets it into the infield, and the Amarillo team has their leadoff man on here in the 4th. That's Basabe's 3rd hit this afternoon. And brings to the plate Dominic Marillo. First baseman, California, Bay Area. Right-handed hitter. Feet close together, slightly open stance. The pitch comes to him, and it stays upstairs for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Nobody out, a man on. Mission's hoping that Osvaldo Hernandez can keep the game close. Right now, he has to pitch off the stretch with a man on to first base. That pitch is hammered foul, right side. 1 ball, 1 strike. Evening in San Antonio, Central Texas. After a week of rains, washed out the previous 2 nights. But they're making up at least one of the games with a doubleheader today. And the other game will be made up on September 1st. Throw to first, runners back. Osvaldo Hernandez in the second game starter. Back in August of 2018, he was the Midwest League Pitcher of the Week. Throw to first again. Was in double figures in victories at Fort Wayne that year. It was 11-4 with an outstanding 1.81 average, ER average. And he struck out 94 while walking only 27. And that's why the Padres are high on this guy. Next pitch is fouled off. And it's 1-2 on Amarillo. Amarillo walked and started that 2-run inning with that walk. Couple doubles by Abreu and Reynolds follow. And that's how the Saudis have accounted for their 2 runs. Here comes a pitch, bouncing ball outside third, foul. Slap foul. Amarillo has some power, 4 home runs, 13 RBIs, but hitting just 187. Seeing more averages with the 1 in front of them this season than I've seen as far back as I can remember. Slap foul into the Missions dugout. We'll never know how losing the 2020 season has affected these ball players. The whole season lost for the minor leagues. Some of the players from Latin America were able to play down in their countries. But here in the States, all was lost. And of course, the major leagues had a curtailed season with the Dodgers being crowned World Series champions. Another foul ball, left side. Amarillo getting around early. 1-2. Hernandez gets a sign from his catcher, Siegel. Long look at first, throws over there again. He's thrown over a bunch of times, trying to keep Basabe close. Basabe has pretty good speed. And even though he's being held on, he's taking long leads, edging away now. Another step. The pitch to the plate this time. Lofted into foul territory, right side, into the picnic area. And the race for that foul ball among all the youngsters standing over there. Someone got it, and they all head back to the positions they have staked out down there. That's probably the best place to get foul balls in this ballpark. 1-2 pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, got him. That's important out to get. And with the run at first, 1 down now. Stepping to the plate, wearing the number 13, Osvaldo Abreu. Abreu had been hitting under 100, but today he's found places to drop that baseball into. He had a double in the first ball game and another 2-bagger here in the nightcap. San Antonio trails 2-0. Hernandez trying to shut him down and keep it close. To give the Missions a chance to break through and get some runs. Pitch into the dirt, blocked by Siegel. The runner could not advance. Ball rolled out in front of the plate. Nice stop by Mr. Chandler Siegel. 1 on, 1 out. A count of 1-1 on the batter. Abreu waits from the belt. The throw to first base. Runner gets back without a problem. Hernandez. Set. Here's his pitch. Catches the corner. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Outfield straight away. Same as the infield. Rodriguez at first base in this game, holding the runner on. That's Basabe. Luis Basabe. Edging off. The pitch to the plate. Hit in the hole into right field. Base hit. Will the runner stop at second? Yes, he will, as Sawinski hustles that ball back in. So another base hit. Pair of hits in this inning have put Soddy's at first and second with only 1 out as they threaten again. And here's Mikey Reynolds stepping in. He's done the damage tonight. A 2-out double with 2 men on. Drove both of them in. And that accounts for all the scoring in this ball game. Reynolds waits for the pitch from Hernandez. Here it comes. He swings and pulls a high fly ball left field, going foul. Had good wood on that, but got around too early and pulled it way foul. Strike 1 to him. Abreu on at first, Basabe at second. Runners walk off to leads. They're not holding him on at first. Ball game in the 4th inning. Amarillo 2, San Antonio nothing. Missions won the opener of a twin bill 6-1 behind the superb pitching of Adrian Martinez. Couple home runs, Azocar and Rosario in that game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Reynolds. Reynolds playing outfield. He's played infield in the series. Pitch to Reynolds, popped up, but that's going to go out of play rather. It is foul onto the roof, and the count 0-2. On deck is Dominic Fletcher with the top of the Soddy's order. 0-2 the count on Reynolds. He waits. Hernandez fires, popped up. This one may stay in play, and it does. Actually in fair territory. Overstreet is on the infield grass. He makes the catch. So he got under it and popped up. Big out there. 2 gone. Top of the order, Dominic Fletcher, who has flied out twice tonight. He'll be trying to keep it going for Amarillo. But Hernandez on the mound for San Antonio will be trying to put him away and keep this ball game close. 2 runs can be made up easily, but the ball game moving along into the middle innings of a 7-inning game. We're in the top of the fourth. Amarillo has 2. San Antonio, nada. Osvaldo, a long, long look. Gets the sign he wants. He's ready. Rocks, fires, up and in. Ball 2. 2-0. Good crowd for a warm and humid Sunday afternoon after some rains. Finally getting a break today from Mother Nature. Last 2 nights have been washed out. Into the dirt, knocked down by Siegel. That's ball 3. 3-0. Another bad one would load him up. Dominic Fletcher at the plate. Left-handed hitting center fielder. He's been busy in the field today. Made some good catches. One right up against the center field wall. Fastball right down the middle. 3-1. He was taking all the way.
Brandon Kumar's now loosening up in the bullpen for the Missions there, Bob.
Brandon Kumar. He's had some good outings. Had one bad one, but pretty much that was because of a wild throw he made. Other than that, he had pitched very well up to that point. That got him in trouble. Hernandez spins, bluffs a throw to second base. Runners are back. Speed on the base path for Amarillo. 3-1 is the count. Here it comes. Swing and pulled foul into the Amarillo dugout. Full count now, so the runners will be flying. Abreu at first, Basabe at second. As I said, they're already speedy, and with a 3-2 pitch coming, that'll give them the added advantage. So Hernandez is ready. He looks at second. He fires. There they go. Bouncing ball. Second base. Fielded by Rosario. Over to first in time, and they get out of the jam. Score that 4-3, and the side is retired now. And at the end of 3.5. It was caught out there, so he's 0 for 1. The Missions center fielder takes strike 1, 0-1. Jose from Guajira, Venezuela, 5'11", 181. And man, can he go get him defensively. That ball whistles under his chin. Ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. He waits for the 1-1 pitch from Tabor, who has a shutout going. The pitch. And he jumped back from that pitch at the last instant for ball 2. 2-0. The only base runners in this game for San Antonio have been via the walk. So Tabor has it going right now. He rocks and fires, and Azekar swings and hits a high twisting foul back of first base. And the count evens up 2-2. Ben Ruda on deck. Jose waits. Tabor's pitch coming to the plate. He backs away from ball 3. Tabor pitching Jose inside, trying to get him back off the plate. The full count now. A walk would be nice. Let's see what happens here. He won't get it. Called strike 3. Azekar takes a long look at the umpire, flips his bat, and heads for the dugout. 1 down. Missions just haven't been able to break through against this guy, Matt Tabor. Tabor's from Milton, Massachusetts. Stands 6'2", weighs 180. Slimly built. First pitch on the way to Ruda is ball 1. Here is the next pitch on the way. Inside, ball 2. 2-0. Ruda walked his only plate appearance. So no official bats. Ben waits. Here is the oncoming pitch. Popped up. Will it stay in play? No, it'll go out of play. Back of home plate. 2-1 the count. July, Sunday evening. Central Texas. Highway 90 beyond the right field wall. Cars speeding by. Headed west. The pitch. In on him. Ball 2. 3 make it. Ball 3. 3-1. Here's the next pitch coming. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. So with the second batter in a row, Tabor has gone to the full count. He got the first one, Azokar, for strike 3. Let's see what happens with Ruda. He fires, hammered right field, but that ball is going to be pulled foul and out of play. That had extra bases written all over it, but it pulled foul. And it just goes for naught, and the count remains 3-2. So Tabor will have to do it again. He has his sign. Down the hill with the pitch. Bouncing ball to second. Should be easy. Up with it is the second sacker, Amarillo, over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down. Nothing doing for the Missions here in the 4th. And stepping in will be Eggy Rosario, try to keep it going. Eggy hit into a routine double play, 6-4-3. His only time up in the second game tonight. Bats out of a crouching stance. The oncoming pitch, he shortened a bunt, and he took a strike. 0-1 the count to Eggy. Had a good first game with a home run. Went 1 for 3. 1 strike on him as he waits for the next delivery. Here it is. Didn't mean to swing, tried to hold up. Ball hit the bat and goes foul. Rolling down the right field line. One of the bullpen members trotting down to pick it up. And Eggy's in the hole, 0-2. Missions cannot solve this right-hander Matt Tabor so far. Tabor delivers. A little bit low. He thought he had strike 3. He was wedded to the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tabor has pitched a fine ball game. The line score for the Missions, 0-0-0, and again there is strike 3 to end the inning. And once again, an unhappy batter, but a called strike 3. That ends the inning. The Missions down in order. Is Giancarlos Cintron. Cintron hitting .239, 1 home run, 11 RBIs. He jumps back from the first pitch, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Cintron has doubled and flied out. The next delivery, too low, ball 2, 2-0. Brandon Komar coming on in relief. He holds his two hands together, looking over the edge of his glove, gets a sign, and delivers a strike. 2-1.
For Hernandez, Bob, he went 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, 6 hits, walked 1, struck out 3, hurled 81 pitches, 53 for strikes.
Just had that 1 inning where he gave up the 2 runs. Other than that, he was near perfect.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Missions trail 2-0. We're in the 5th inning. San Antonio. Central League action. Into the dirt. Ball 3. Full count. Komar.
It's also batting at the top of the 1st, speaking of Double-A action. They're at Springfield.
Komar, 6-footer. Fires. Above the shoe tops. Ball 4. So he walks the leadoff batter, Giancarlo Cintron.
Wichita beat Northwest Arkansas 5-3. Arkansas over Frisco 5-1. And Midland over Corpus Christi 8-1. Everything, with the exception of the Springfield game and this game, are a final.
All right, so Komar comes in and gives up a free pass. And here's the always dangerous Stone Garrett. Komar fires a strike in there and gets ahead on the count 0-1. Stone Garrett. A tough out. Throw to first, runner dives back in safely. Garrett heading 274. He leads the Saudis in home runs with 11 and has 31 RBIs. He rips it past the diving third baseman. Fair ball, it's going to go into the corner. Here is the runner, maybe going to try to score. The throw coming, it's cut off, and he does score, and it's a 3-0 ball game. So Garrett doubles past the diving Alan Cordoba and went down into the corner before Ruda could retrieve it down there. Cintron had sped across, and it's now 3-0 ball game, and the Missions dig the hole deeper for themselves.
Always those leadoff walks there, Bob, and good piece of hitting by Garrett, lashing it into the corner, leading the club and runs batted in. So that's his 32nd and second hit of the doubleheader. That's a big run now, considering it's a 7-inning game.
I don't think managers hate anything more than a leadoff walk. You just start the inning wrong, and then this double, and this is the situation. Perfect scenario for that situation. A walk and then a double. Here's Rene Martinez, the catcher. First pitch to him is ball 1. 1 for 2 tonight. Right-handed hitter. Man at second base. The pitch is ball 2. He held up. Started to go around. Umpire took quite a while in making that call. Now somebody in the San Antonio dugout giving the plate umpire a little heck. 2 balls, no strikes. They thought he went around. Did the manager, Phil Wellman. There's a called strike 1, 2-1 to Martinez.
I don't think that the umpires can't hear it, because they can. I've seen many times they take the mask off and watch out. Remember the other night with Siegel when the umpire took off his mask. That was Michael Raines.
2-1. Strike called. Count evens 2-2. And now the batter, Martinez, he didn't like that call. He steps out. Count even. 2-2. Runner at second base, a run ins. San Antonio down by 3. Runner going from third, lashed in down the line. That'll be a base hit. Garrett will score, making it 4-0. The runner will wind up at second base as Ruda digs it out and throws it back in. So a couple runs here against Comar. Pair of doubles after a leadoff walk. San Antonio down by 4-0.
Yeah, Rene Martinez, after a slow June, has really come along here during the month of July. And he has hit safely in every game he's played since the start of this month. Has a 7-game hitting streak. And now he's 8 for his last 26.
So it's going to take a big comeback for the Missions. They were down the other night in the previous series 9-0 early. Fought back to make it 9-8. So don't count these guys out. They've come back time after time this year. At the plate is Buddy Kennedy. He takes a strike. 0-1. From the belt, Comar looks at second. Still looking. Now kicks and delivers. Too low, ball 1. 1-1. So Hernandez, who's out of there, he started the game. He kept the team close. But Comar has come in and hasn't got anybody out. Has a sign from Chandler Siegel. And it's racked up the middle, base hit. Another hit. They will stop the runner at third. So 4 straight base runners given up by Comar. He hasn't fooled anybody.
No, he hasn't. Everything seems to be too good. And the runner at second, Martinez, had to wait to see if that ball would be playable or not. Once it passed the infield into center field, that's when Martinez decided to take off from third. Now we have Pete Zamora, the pitching coach, hoping to settle down. Boy, Kamar Ye's had a couple of good outings, and he's had a poor outing thus far here in the 4th inning to right, a walk and 3 straight hits. The Missions are down 4-0, but like I said, this is a 7-inning game. They can't afford to give up any more runs if they want to try to not only keep it a ball game, but at the same time try and give themselves a chance to come back.
Dylan Rowe pacing around down there. I think he'll start loosening up. So first and third, nobody out. Missions cannot afford to give up any more. They're down 4-0. They did win the opener 6-1. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. The batter, Luis Basabe, who's 1 for 2 in this game. Had a hit in the opener. San Antonio jumped out early in that one, 5-0. Added a home run by Rosario to make it 6-0 and held on for a 6-1 victory.
Now you have left-hander Fred Schlickholz warming up in the bullpen for the Missions there, Bob.
Okay, it's Schlickholz. Rowe down there serving as protection for the bullpen. 1 strike on Basabe. Comar has given up 2 runs. He's got nobody out, and he's in a jam. First and third. The pitch. Tapped foul, a roller off to the third base side. Strike 2. Like to get this guy on strikes. That would give him a chance to get out of it with no further scoring. But right now, that's just wishful thinking. He looks in, takes a long, long look. Seago's flashing the signs. Finally gets the one he wants. Comes set at the belt. Fires into the dirt. Nice stop by Siegel. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On at first is Kennedy. At third, Martinez. 2 runs are in. What was a close game is no longer, so the Missions are going to have their work cut out for them to try to get back into this one. Remember, it's a 7-inning game, as all doubleheaders are. There is that strikeout, a swing and a miss. So Komar does get one as he fires a fastball by Luis Basabe. 1 down. Now maybe a chance to get out of this with no further scoring. Ground ball to one of those middle infielders. It would look real nice about now. 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the fifth for Amarillo. That's all the scoring. 4, 9, and 0, their line score. For the Missions, 0, 0, 0. Dominic Marillo takes ball 1. Marolio's walked and scored, and he struck out the other time. Right-handed first baseman in this game. He caught the opener. Pitch to him. In on him. Ball 2. 2-0. Dusk now as the sun is set. Lights are on. Taking full effect. Komar off the plate, ball 3. Correction, strike 1. That caught the corner. Count goes to 2-1. Rodriguez holding the runner on at first. Runners on the corners. Here comes the pitch. That's a strike. Catches the inside corner. Strike 2. 2-2. Missions down by 4. In the dirt, ball 3. So Komar again in danger of walking the batter. He's walked 1. That was the leadoff batter in this inning. Then 3 consecutive hits. Plated a pair of runs. Now he's got 1 out. Runners at first and third and a 3-2 count. Hit to the third baseman. Could be a double play. Second base 1, first base 2. So he got what he needed, the strikeout, and then the double play. Around the horn double play, 5-4-3.
Filling by 4, Matt Tabor still on the mound, has done a very good job.
Well, they did get the Taco Bell double play that they really needed. Komar was in big trouble. He had nobody out, 2 on and 2 runs in. He got a strikeout and then the Taco Bell double play. So here we go, needing some runs. The Missions have not had a hit as Kyle Overstreet leads off the inning and looks at strike 1. 0-1. Time to get up off the deck, get some base runners, get some runs. Overstreet at a weak swing. He goes around strike 2. 0-2. Won't get it done that way. Kyle bounced out to short, his only time up in the second game. Had a hit in the first game, 1 for 3. Here is Tabor's pitch. Bouncing ball to the shortstop. That'll be easy. Over the first, 1 down. A roller to short. And Tabor. This guy comes into the game with a record of only 1-3 and a 5.29 ERA, but right now he looks like Cy Young. Mowing the Missions down one after another. They've only had 2 base runners, and those were on walks. The right-hander was ready to pitch, but Sawinski stepped out. Now we're set again. Here comes the pitch. Jack takes it outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Sawinski, his only time up, fly to center. The oncoming pitch. Sweeps wide to the left-handed batter. And it's 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Tabor has been dominant, needless to say. And Sawinski pops it up, but that's going to be out of play. 2-1. Jack from Chicago. Having a good year, power-wise, 13 home runs, 34 RBIs. Upstairs, ball 3. 3-1, good eye. Sawinski hit his last home run on June 25th. Right now, what we need are base runners. He's got a 3-1 pitch coming to him, and he pops it up. That'll be routine out in left field. The left fielder comes on in, gets under it, and he makes the catch. Mikey Reynolds, 2 up, 2 down. Nothing doing so far. Here's Alan Cordova. Alan almost hit one out in the second inning. His long fly ball was caught by the center fielder up against the wall. Fletcher staying with it, backing up to the wall, made the catch. Big swing and a miss, strike 1. Alan Cordova, 0 for 1. San Antonio won the opener of this doubleheader 6-1, but they trail now 4-0. Did he go? They say no. Scoreboard has it as a strike. I did not see the umpire signal, but we'll take it. 0-2. High and wide, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I always appreciate an umpire makes an emphatic strike call. Swinging strike 3, 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for San Antonio in the 5th. And at the end of 5 full innings of play, it's still Amarillo.
Second baseman Osvaldo Abreu, who will lead off for the Sod Poodles here in the 6th. Left-hander fires, and the breaking ball is over, a strike, in the count 0-1. Abreu with a pretty good game thus far, a double to left in the second, and a single to right in the 4th inning. Slick calls at the belt. He's from Chula Vista, California, and he fires, and the fastball missing outside, 1-1. Abreu also scored, along with Dominic Marillo in the second inning on a 2-run double by Mikey Reynolds that gave the Sod Poodles a 2-0 lead. Ground ball past the diving third baseman Cordova out in the left field, and it's a base hit, and Abreu is now 3 for 3. He was hitting under 100 when this doubleheader had started, and the left fielder Riddle will fire it back in. That is the 10th hit for the Sod Poodles. By the way, that is the 10th hit of the ball game, period. All 10 hits belonging to Amarillo. So, runner at first for the Sod Poodles with no one out here in the 6th, and the left fielder Mikey Reynolds will step in. Double to pair in the second, as I mentioned, and he takes a strike. 0-1, and he also has popped to first. 1 for 2. Brandon Kamara went 1 inning, gave up 2 runs and 3 hits, walked 1 and struck out 1. Abreu being held on at first by German Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball back and out of play. Count is 0-2. Overall, Abreu with 4 hits in the doubleheader. He did have a double in the 5th inning of the opener, won by the Mission 6-1, as Adrian Martinez won his 4th game of the year. Infield hoping for another Taco Bell double play as Schlickholz is ready in the 2-strike pitch. Change-up misses up high, 1-2. Sod Poodles lead 4-0. Here in the 6th, they got a pair in the 2nd. And then 2 more against Brandon Kamar in the 5th inning. Now the 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, inside and low, knocked down by the catcher Siegel. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leadoff walk by Cintron in the 5th, and then an RBI double by Garrett to make it 3-0 Amarillo, and then he scored on a double to left by Rene Martinez, who also has 2 hits in this game and has a 7-game hitting streak. Next pitch, fastball outside and high. Count is full, 3-2. So with a base runner at first and the count being 3-2 and the Mission's down by 4, Schlickholz must do what he can to stop the bleeding here against Amarillo in the 6th inning. Outfield straight away, toss to first on a time runner back. This is an abbreviated 5-game series with 2 straight rainouts. One of the games made up with a doubleheader tonight, then another will be made up with another doubleheader on September 1st here in San Antonio. Runner goes, pitch outside and high, ball 4. So it's a walk to Reynolds, and Abreu goes to second, and now the Sod Poodles with runners at first and second and nobody out. First walk allowed by Schlickholz. 3 walks allowed by the Missions, and with no one out, Sod Poodles leading 4-0. Here's Dominic Fletcher, the center fielder, as we do go back to the top of the Amarillo batting order. Fletcher bats left-handed. He flied to left in the 1st, flied to center in the 2nd, bounced to second in the 4th. The left-hander Schlickholz holds his set. Pitch on the way to Fletcher, bunted along the 3rd base side, and now will go foul. Well, Fletcher trying to bunt his way on, at the same time trying to move the runners up in a 1-strike count on the Sod Poodle center fielder, Dominic Fletcher. Missions have won the first 2 games of this series, then Amarillo won the 3rd game, and the Missions won the opener of this doubleheader 6-1, but trailing this game 4-0 here at the Wolf. Good crowd on this Sunday night. At the Bellevue, Schlickholz looks towards second, he delivers. Ground ball hit to first, bobbled by Rodriguez. Now he picks up, flips on to Schlickholz covering. In time, 3-1 put out, the runners to advance. Not sure if Rodriguez would have had a double play possibility or not, since the ball wasn't hit very hard, but once he bobbled the ball, he had only one certain play that's on to first to Schlickholz covering. So with 1 out, Abreu moves to 3rd, and moving to second base is Mikey Reynolds. 2-man scoring position, and now the shortstop, Chad Crawler Central, will step in. Double to left in the 1st, fly to right in the 3rd, and had a leadoff walk and scored in the 5th inning. Now the infield's in. Hoping for a possible play at the plate as the left-hander Schlickholz kicks and fires home. Low and inside, good stop again by Siegel, ball 1. Ground ball towards somebody in the infield, and you know they're going to try to get the lead man, Abreu, at home plate, or maybe they might get him in a rundown if he does go into a rundown to try to advance the man behind him, Reynolds. He's leading away at second, Abreu off 3rd. 1 second stop by Schlickholz. 1-0 pitch on the way. Line drive hit towards center field. Coming in now is Azekar, runner tagging at 3rd. And the throw getting back in on a bounce toward home. And Abreu cannot advance toward home as the throw by Azekar goes to the plate to Siegel. That is a big out, 2 men away. Now the right fielder, Stone Garrett, will step in. He's had a pretty good doubleheader so far. Struck out in the 1st, fouled out in the 3rd, but doubled knocked in a run and scored in the 5th inning. Right-hand batter, former Marlins organization number. Now he digs in. He is well built at 6'3" and weighs 200 pounds. Now the infield will move back with 2 men out. Garrett from Sugar Land, Texas, outside of Houston. Runners lead at second and third, 2 down the pitch. Ground ball hit toward the right side. Base hit going into right field. Abreu will score. Rounding third and heading home Reynolds. And he will score as the throw is knocked down by the cutoff man Rodriguez. It went past him but backed up by Schlickholz. So Stone Garrett coming through with another clutch hit for the Sod Poodles as he has driven in 3 runs in this ball game and has just knocked in 2. So Abreu and Reynolds score. Those were huge with 2 down here in the 6th inning, and the Sod Poodles now lead it by a score of 6-0. And again, a big hit coming with 2 gone. Certainly hurt the Missions there, and Garrett on first with 2 men out. Rene Martinez, 2 for 3 steps in. He doubled his last time up. Takes the fastball outside, 1-0. Martinez had a base hit in the 3rd inning, extending his hitting streak to 7 games. Much better month of July as compared to last month when he hit just 167. Runner at first, outfield straight away, and the 1-0 pitch, and it's low and outside, and the count 2-0. 6:35 start this coming Tuesday as the Missions will be down in Corpus Christi to take on the Hooks for the first of 6. I'll have the Budweiser on deck show at 6:20 p.m. Central Time. The 2-0 pitch, fastball strike in the outside corner, 2-1. It will be the 2nd trip for the Missions down to Whataburger Field in 2021. They will have 1 more visit down there later on in the season. Now the 2-1 offering and a swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. Probable starter would be Aaron Leisure, 4-3 for San Antonio.
Is that too much? Am I going to?
And again, a 6:35 p.m. start this coming Tuesday night, July 13th. Garrett on first with 2 men out. He just singled in a pair with a base knock to right, through the first runner back. Garrett with 1 steal in the opener of the doubleheader, so he has 6 steals. He's been caught stealing 3 times. Now the left-hander looking in for the sign. Well, we have a lot of enthusiastic fans right below us here at Wolf Stadium. Now holding us at Schlickholz. Runner goes. Fastball high and away for a ball to throw to second, not in time, as Garrett steals his 2nd bag of this doubleheader. And for Stone Garrett, that is his 7th steal of the year. And with the Sod Poodles up by 6 and with 2 outs, he had nothing to lose. So he picked a good pitch that was up high, and Siegel's throw was not in time. And Garrett gets into scoring position at second with 2 gone here in the 6th. 2 runs in, 11 hits now for the Sod Poodles, by the way, after that hit by Garrett, and the Sod Poodles lead 6-0. Fastball check swing outside. Ball 4, and Rene Martinez walks, so he's been on base for the 3rd time in this ball game, and 2 walks in the inning for Fred Schlickholz as the catcher Chandler Siegel goes out to the mound. And now we're going to get some action stirring up in that San Antonio Missions bullpen. Right-hander Carlos Bellin is beginning to loosen up the bullpen, struggling in this nightcap tonight. And to keep in mind, 11 hits in this game, all belonging to Amarillo. So the bases are almost loaded. Runners at first and second. 2 men out. Of course, third base unoccupied. And one thing that Schlickholz wants to do is get the DH Buddy Kennedy, who was struck out, fouled out, and singled 1 for 3 in this game. And he is 1 for 6 in the doubleheader, including a stolen base. Pitch right-hand batter, swung on and fouled back off the netting, heading toward home plate. And a 1-strike count on Kennedy. Grew up in Millville, New Jersey. Went to the same high school as Mike Trout, and the grandson of one-time big leaguer Don Money. Played for the Phillies and Brewers for many years, from the late 60s till the mid-80s. Now holding his set, Schlickholz. Checks the runner at second, the 0-1 pitch. Lifted foul to the right side, and that'll be out of play, and a 0-2 count. Stone Garrett, who stole second, but had a big 2-out, 2-run single here. And the sixth is on second, and Rene Martinez is on first. He walked. Yoman Rodriguez, the first baseman, off the line at first. Now holding his set is Schlickholz. 2-strike delivery. Inside and low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On Buddy Kennedy, the DH. Normally he plays third base for the Amarillo Sod Poodles. Kennedy stepped out. Now he steps back in. Buddy now 3 for 15 in the series. The 1-2 delivery. And there's a line shot caught by the second baseman, Rosario. And the Sounds retired a low line drive that Rosario caught. And that'll do it for Amarillo in the 6th inning. Order comes up against Matt Tabor, who has been outstanding thus far. He's allowed only 2 base runners. Both of them reached without a hit. And the first baseman, Yoman Rodriguez, will bat for the second time. Playing first base tonight on the pitch. Slider low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rodriguez flying to center. His first time up in the 3rd inning. Matt Tabor has walked 2, and he has struck out 3. And the next pitch bounced toward the middle. To his right and up with the ball is Abreu to throw to first. Got him. Good play by Osvaldo Abreu, who's had a pretty good game. Not only he's had 3 hits, but ball was bounced up the middle. He had to go to his right and set himself immediately. Through the first in time to Amarillo. Rodriguez out in a 4-3 play. 1 gone in the bottom of the 6th inning. Missions have also hit into 2 double plays. And that, by the way, is 8 in a row set down by Tabor. And with 1 out, the shortstop, Kelvin Bellion, will step in. He walked his first time up in the 3rd. Drive in the right field, and that's caught by Garrett. 2 men out. 9 in a row retired by Tabor. Again, 11 hits in the game, all belonging to the Sod Poodles. Remember the last time when Adrian Martinez had pitched prior to today's game, and he allowed 6 hitless innings, but he got pulled, and then Mason Fox came in and then gave up a home run to Norrell Rodriguez. And then went the no-hitter. Chandler Siegel is the batter. Hit into an 8-2 double play his first time up, and he takes a strike at a count 0-1. Tabor had a 5.19 ERA coming into tonight's action, but he has been outstanding. Young man from the Boston area into the motion, the 0-1 delivery. Ground ball hit to 3rd. Fielded by Basabe on the first, in time to Marolio, side retired. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Tabor is 3 outs away from something special as the Missions go down quietly. 1, 2, 3 in their half of the second highest. Bellin in 23 2/3 innings. He's allowed 31 hits, 17 runs, 15 earned. 10 walks, 17 Ks. Schlickholz 1 inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, no strikeouts. So Luis Basabe, switch hitting 3rd baseman, leads off against Bellin here in the 7th. 6-0 Amarillo, and a strike call in the inside corner, 0-1. Basabe has flied to left, single and struck out. 1 for 3 in this game as Bellin leads in for the sign. The outfield straight away, the infield toward the right. Rodriguez guarding the line at first, and the 0-1. High pop-up into shallow left center field. Going out is the shortstop, Billiard. He calls for it. He's got it. 1 away. Now Dominic Marolio, the first baseman, will step in. He walked and scored in the 2nd. He struck out in the 4th and bounced into a 5-4-3 double play, 0-2. If you're looking ahead to the 7th, the Missions will have the top 3rd of their batting order coming up In the seventh, center fielder Jose Azucar, Ben Ruta the left fielder, and the second baseman Iggy Rosario. Now Bellin makes the 1 second stop and the pitch on the way. Breaking ball, strike in the outside corner, 0-1. 1 out. Top of the seventh, Sod Poodles batting, leading the Mission 6-0 in the second game of this twilight doubleheader for the Wolf. Missions won the first game 6-1. Bellin delivers slider, strike called on the outside corner. And a 2-strike count on Amarillo, who attended both UCLA and the University of San Francisco, which is close to his home. He grew up in Oakland, California. The 2-strike pitch, check swing, just missed outside. Bellin wanted to know where that one was. 1-2 the count on Amarillo, the Sod Poodle first baseman, who's primarily a catcher. He has also seen action as a designated hitter in the series against the Missions. Holding a set now is Bellin, and the 1-2 delivery. Breaking ball just missing outside, 2-2. 6-11-0 for Amarillo. Nothing across for the Missions. And I repeat, nothing. 1 second stop by Bellin. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And down goes Amarillo. Strike 3. Struck him out. 2 outs here in the seventh. First strikeout for Bellin, and now the second baseman, Osvaldo Abreu, will step in. He's had a terrific game. Doubled and scored in the second, single to right in the fourth, and singled and scored in the sixth inning. He made a brilliant play, robbing Yorman Rodriguez of a base hit, starting the bottom of the sixth. Had to go up the middle. 1 second stop. The pitch on the way, looking out, fastball up high. Abreu had to bend back a little bit, and the count 1-0. No one is warming up in either bullpen right now. Final game of this abbreviated 5-game set between the Missions and the Amarillo Sod Poodles, the AA affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. They were affiliated with the Padres 2 years ago when San Antonio temporarily was a AAA city. The old AA team, which was here, moved to Amarillo in 2019. Now the stretch time called, and stepping out right now is Abreu with the left fielder Mikey Reynolds on deck. Osvaldo Hernandez started, when 4 innings, give up 2 runs, 6 hits, walk 1, strikeout 3. 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Brandon Kamar, 1 inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, a walk and a strikeout. Fred Schlickholz, 1 inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, a walk, no Ks. And Bellin coming on here in the top of the 7th inning. Now the stretch. 1-1 delivery, swing and a foul ball hits the right side and out of play. 1-2 the count. Infield back deep. Now the stretch by Bellin, the 1-2 delivery. Swing a line drive into right center field for a base hit. Hustling to his left is Azucar. He'll play it back in, and taking the turn at first and holding is Abreu. Osvaldo Abreu came into the doubleheader, 2 for first 33. It's now 4 for 4. And I've never heard a rambunctious group of people as we are hearing. And boy, I'll tell you, I don't know if they're really paying attention to this game or not, but they're certainly having a good time no matter what.
Yeah, they're right below our press box here, and they're enjoying themselves. Well, when you're down 6-0, you got to find something to have fun with.
Yeah, true. Well, like I said, there's something special right now, but it does involve San Antonio. Next batter, Mikey Reynolds checked his swing, went around, strike 1. He put Amarillo in front with a 2-run double in the second inning. He also has popped to first and has drawn a walk, 1 for 2. 6-0 Amarillo. That base hit, by the way, was the 12th. And 4 of them have belonged to Abreu, who's on at first, who just singled to right center as the next pitch found the way to the right side. 0-2 the count. Missions returned home a week from Tuesday, July 20th, to take on the Springfield Cardinals here at the Wolf. The stretch, the 2-strike pitch, slider low and outside, 1-2. nobody warming up in the bullpen, so everybody anticipating Matt Tabor to come out for the 7th inning. 1-2 delivery. Bouncer hit to third, foul ball, gloved by Cordoba. Foul ball, he'll toss it to someone in the seats for a souvenir, and the count holding at 1-2. 2017 was the last time that we've seen a no-hitter. It was by Kyle Lloyd, who was pitching for the Missions then. Made it briefly up to the San Diego Padres. Fine athlete, one of the nicest people I've ever met. 1-2 the count, runner at first, 2 down here in the 7th. The pitch, low and outside, a good stop by Siegel. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Amarillo getting 2 runs in the 2nd, 2 more in the 5th, and then 2 again in the 6th inning. Big 2-run double by Mikey Reynolds. RBI hits by Stone Garrett and Rene Martinez in the 5th, and Scott Garrett coming through with a 2-run single in the 6th inning. The 2-2 pitch. Swung on as a drive hit deep toward the left field corner. Will that ball be fair? No, foul ball. Long strike off the bat of Mikey Reynolds. He hit it very close to being a home run. But back to first goes Abreu, and Reynolds at the plate. Count holding 2-2 with 2 outs. 7th inning, a runner on. Sod Poodles lead it by a score of 6-0. Missions 29-29 after winning the opener of the doubleheader 6-1. 2-2 pitch. Bounce foul on the third base side and out of play. 2-2 the count. On deck, Dominic Fletcher, should Reynolds keep the inning alive for Amarillo here in the 7th. Couple of golf swings. Now the right-hander Bellin comes set. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Side retired. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Bellin. Another fine outing for him. So for the Sod Poodles in the 7th. No runs, 1 hit. As his teammates provided him for all 6 runs and provided him for all 12 hits. One last chance for the Missions as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Center fielder Jose Azacar will lead off against Tabor here in the bottom of the 7th. He has flied to center and took a called 3rd strike. Tabor into the windup and the pitch on the way. Slider low and outside, and the count is 1 ball and no strikes. Azacar had a 3-run homer in the opener of the doubleheader, won by the Mission 6-1, but they trailed 6-0 in the 7th. 1-0 delivery. Breaking ball, strike in the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. It'll be Jose Azacar, left fielder Ben Ruda, and the second baseman Eggy Rosario in the bottom of the 7th inning. The infield spread out, the 1-1 delivery. Loop toward the right field line, racing hard to his left is Garrett, and he slides, and did he catch it? I believe he did. What a play by Stone Garrett. Holy mackerel. As he slid into the rolled up cylinder, that ball kept slicing away from him, and Garrett, with his speed, was able to stay with it and made a sliding catch, 1 down. So Azacar now 0 for 3. That ball looked like it might fall in there, but it went into foul ground, and Garrett never gave up. Slid before he hit the rolled up cylinder. 1 man out, and here's Ben Ruda, who has walked in, grounded to second. Pitch to left-hand batter. There's a high fly hit toward the left field line. Reynolds after the ball at foul ground, and he will not have a play. It's in the crowd. 0-1 the count. Ruda and Kelvin Melione are the only 2 men to have reached both on walks for the Missions in this game. The infield toward the right. 12 hits in this game, all of them belonging to the Sod Poodles. The outfield straight away. Now the right-hander Tabor into the motion, the 1-strike delivery. Drive into shallow left center field, and racing it hard to make a diving attempt at the ball is the center fielder Fletcher, and he made the grab. My goodness, 2 men out. You talk about luck. I had to wait to see if Fletcher, who sprawled hard to his right, 2 outstanding defensive plays. Tabor is 1 out away from something majestic. That ball kept slicing away from Fletcher, so he made a great play. So did Garrett. Eggy Rosario, the batter, hit into a double play, took a call, 3rd strike. And the pitch on the way. Popped up in the right field. This should do it. Garrett is right there. He's got it, and Tabor has a no-hit, no-run ball game. A no-hitter from Matt Tabor. What an effort by the young man from Milton, Massachusetts, and he gets bobbed by his teammates at the mound. 2 outstanding defensive plays, and then Rosario. Grabbed it and a no-hitter. And this game is over. And the Sod Poodles win the nightcap 6-0. Matt Tabor getting Rosario to fly out to right. And what a job by Tabor, who wins his 2nd game of the season. And he retired 13 in a row. A 7-inning no-hitter for Matt Tabor, and he gets greetings from his teammates.
Stu, we just got a message that officially, if it doesn't go
For Amarillo, 6 runs on 12 hits, no errors, 9 runners left on base. For the Missions, no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. Matt Tabor gets the win for Amarillo. Osvaldo Hernandez, the loss for San Antonio. Total time of tonight's game, 2 hours, 17 minutes.